Russian police have detained a Bolshoi dancer as well as two other men over an attack on the ballet company's theatre director 6 weeks ago. None of the three men could be reached for comment. Greg White is joining us from Moscow. Greg, so this dancer, Pavel Dmitrichenko, has he actually admitted doing the attack?
Yes, police say all three men have signed confessions, and they released brief videos from the three of them in which Mr. Dmitrichenko did seem to say he'd ordered the attack. It didn't indicate why. Police have said that they suspect some sort of personal tension between him and Mr. Filin related to their work in the theater. The theater was known to, as many, to have lots of backstage intrigues and tensions, although Mr. Dmitrichenko's name had never come up before yesterday when the police first raided his apartment.
Yeah, apparently there seems to have been sort of two rival camps within the Bolshoi, and these two seem to be on opposite sides.
Something like that. It appears to be all sorts of tensions and battles backstage. There's, history of, broken glass put in ballet slippers and things like that over the decades in the history of the Bolshoi, but certainly nothing as shocking and violent as the acid attack on Mr. Filin last month, or in January.
Yeah, I said 6 weeks ago when he had basically acid thrown in his face. But let's go back to this attack, which apparently took place in the courtyard of the building where actually both Filin and Dmitrichenko actually live.
That's correct. It's a building that a number of officials and soloists from the theater live in. It's not clear whether Dmitrichenko actually lived there or whether he was subletting his apartment in that building at the time, but that's where police searched yesterday before they detained him. It's a downtown Moscow apartment building, and on his way home from a performance in January, Mr. Filin was accosted by a masked assailant who threw sulfuric acid in his face.
But what about the other two men that have been arrested?
According to police, they're local criminals who it's not entirely clear how they met Mr. Dmitrichenko. The two knew each other. One was a driver who, on the video released by police, said he wasn't aware what the man he was driving was doing. And the assailant, the man who allegedly threw the acid, was what police say was a repeat offender who had been previously charged with violent crimes.
Greg, any news from the police about when these guys will be formally charged?
Arraignment is scheduled for a Moscow court tomorrow, apparently.
Brilliant. Greg, thank you very much indeed.